The reason I wanted to be a part of this process, having attended several vendor presentations or vendor rooms at tech conferences, there's a lot of products out there and a lot of things directed towards teachers to make them very excited about going back to the classroom and using this product. And in my experience, you start to ask some questions, and when you start to dig a little deeper, you find that not every tool is going to be useful to you, or it looks very flashy, but it's not going to work for me, it's not going to work for my context, it won't work for my kids. I think being a part of a process where teachers are an integral piece of that development, although the product is very far along in its development, the teacher feedback is going to be critical to finding a way to make it as purposeful as possible to teachers. And without teachers and those who support teachers being a part of that process, the tool will never go beyond being something flashy and that looks very exciting, but ultimately really won't have a lot of utility. This is a different process where I feel like I am a co-developer in the software in terms of the feedback that I can provide can then go to the technical folks who can make it happen. So I don't have the tools to say, gosh, I really like to have this, I don't know how to make it, but I can provide some ideas and some direction, and there's folks who can make it. And then I get to see it, and that's really exciting.
I love education, and I believe in it, and anything that I think is going to help it run more smoothly interests me. Had I been a little bit younger, I would have been a real internet and IT geek. I'm getting there because I love it, and I've made it my business to get there. So the fact that it's using available resources that help, again, to give time back, to help with organization, all of those things just fascinated me.
So we've got 56 benchmarks for financial literacy. My plan and why I wanted to get involved is I want to be able to have one site where I'm going to meet with my teachers and they're going to tell me, okay, here's a good lesson for this benchmark, here's a good lesson for this benchmark. I want to have that one site then that I can take these lesson plans, use Ogment to create a unified lesson, because the key is uniformity, because like I said, it's like the Wild West with financial literacy lessons right now. And then ultimately the goal is to then find a way to provide that for the teachers. So like I said, it really gives me, since there isn't much in the state of Florida for financial literacy right now, it gives me the opportunity, since I currently have a project ongoing already, to, once that project is finished, take those lessons that we all sort of identify and then use this technology to use Ogment to then organize these lessons in one central sort of portal.
I think all of us have had opportunities to review materials before and have been part of review committees on different instructional materials and different ed tech software and so forth, and then had our names put in the front pages of the resources. And this was, again, something different. And it spoke to all of us a little bit differently, that we really did have the ground floor input to how this product was going to turn out. And as the teachers have said to me, it was so cool to say, this is what we need. And the next month, it was there. And so that was, I think that's been very empowering to teachers in an era when they often feel very put upon by systems that are in place. And so again, I think that one of the things about Ogment that I like is that it empowers teachers in their own resources, their own skill sets, their own strengths, and then allows them to collaborate to find additional support. So the process through which we met monthly had a strong commitment from our teachers, of which I was sometimes surprised that they kept coming back in a very busy season, and we're a week out of being out of school, and they were there and have made a commitment to continue working with Ogment over the summer. And that to me is a great testimony to the work Ogment's doing to answer questions for teachers and to really meet their needs.
So Moore Public Schools always tries to be on the forefront of educational leadership, and especially technology. In my department, that's what I do. So whenever I heard of Ogment, whenever they said that they wanted to partner, I was like, all right, let's do this, because what I could see happening was actual professional development, not something where they say, hey, here's this program, we've got some tutorials online, but a partnership and actually listening to each other. The teachers would listen to them and they would listen to our teachers, and that product's being developed out of actual need, not just some random survey. So, as opposed to many other pilots that I've either been a part of as a teacher or now in the leadership position that I'm in, where it is a drop off and see you in 6 months and good luck. And Augment hasn't been that experience with our teachers. It's been a great two-way communication.